She's not alone. Many are afflicted in this way. Only in my mother's case, it seems so unfair. Her being not only food shy, but a rebel and a free spirit in everything else. For as long as I can remember, the idea of Christmas dinner would pop into her head in early autumn when she was supposed to put in a Christmas meats order at the local butcher. Not fully knowing who might be with us and requiring turkey on the day, and faced with a walk into the village though, she might think, oh, fuck it, and just get one at Sainsbury's on December the 23rd with the main shop. Then, on December the 23rd, not wanting a fist fight over a fresh one in the supermarket, she might opt for a frozen one from Bejams, or later Iceland, and leave it to defrost in the downstairs toilet for not quite 48 hours. Before dawn on the 25th, this was when resentment might begin to creep in, before stockings had been opened, one of my siblings or me might be dragged out of bed and forced to sit cross-legged on the toilet floor, pointing a Phillips hairdryer on an extension lead into the chest cavity for half an hour to finish off the defrosting. Still in the early hours of Christmas Day, the bird more or less thawed, the cooking preparation would begin. The methods have varied over the years, all with a view to combating dryness, moistness being the main objective and coming only slightly behind non-toxicity and hugeness. It goes without saying that all manner of liquids were tried out in the baking tray and various fatty meats laid over the breast. And oven temp-wise, my mother has tried the high then low, low then high, constant medium, and the fast blast. And timings-wise, the quick, the slow, and the very slow. And usually cook the stuffing separately for a more even finish and crispy topping, and to preventing the bird from cooking through. For a while, influenced by something she'd read in The Observer, she'd turn the bird breast side down, the unstable position making the mid-cook basting quite perilous. The result, quite dry, was not helped by its wonky pale and unappetising appearance. Around 1981, she started covering the now upturned breast with a butter-impregnated muslin cloth, or J-cloth, as recommended by her friend Lynn Horsepole, who ran a catering company and claimed to produce drippingly moist turkeys all through the year, albeit for pies and coronation turkey, a wedding staple. Lynn was a keen disciple of Fanny Craddock, but never used the F-word in front of my mother because of her reputation for rebelling dramatically against shouty dictators like Fanny. In spite of continued dryness, my mother stuck with Lynn's Fanny method until the year she heard about Delia's loose foil wrap. Everyone was talking about it, even Lynn Horsepole, and she very much took to Delia's sympathetic, non-combative style. What's 10 or 20 minutes between friends on Christmas Day? And although she enjoyed some psychological progress, in truth, the turkey was still dry. A few years later, she copied the protagonist in an American novel, Ann Tyler, and tried injecting a mix of butter and olive oil under the skin. This method required some medical training and hourly basting from 4 a.m. The turkey baster itself turned up a few times for various plot reasons in the novel, but in real life the result was still on the dry side. More recently still, she's followed Lynn Horsepole into a cider bath, based on Nigella's seasoned brining method. Everyone rejoiced at this because we all love and want to emulate Nigella whenever possible. But it required the central heating to be turned down unacceptably low for the 24 hours of the brining, and she and my stepfather got cold feet, literally. And she went back to Delia's steamy foil, which had given the best result, though still dry-ish. One year, not that long ago, but before Delia, an American neighbour, Mrs. Wolfe, told my mother, Americans do not know the meaning of dry turkey, and insisted, in the American way, that she try her Kentucky-style butterball turkey fryer because this was the true secret to turkey moistness. My mother had been on the brink of trying it until another neighbour, a worrier, reminded my mother that Mrs. Wolfe had burned her veranda down with the fryer on Thanksgiving some years before, because she hadn't been 100% vigilant with the hot oils near so much wood. Remembering this, my mother questioned the likelihood of her own vigilance with the hot oils.